Greetings, gamers. Kevin and Kyle here, joining us with some more Doom action as we keep trying more ports.
Yes.
Doom. And today we are trying the Super Nintendo version, and it's kind of interesting. I noticed that it just throws you straight into the game. It's like, hey, I didn't want these settings. What are we going to do here? So you actually have to restart the game because it immediately starts on you. I wonder if there's a reason for that, the way it was designed.
Yeah, it's like, boom. Here you go.
But as to keep things consistent, we're going to go with new game and ultraviolence.
And here's
is the only
what's
way.
weird, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kyle was mentioning, if you do the lower level, I'm too young to die.
You can just play the first episode.
Just first episode.
Of the 3.
Which is pretty weird. And then you put it on Not Too Rough, you can still just play the first episode.
So you can't play the other episodes in the first 2 difficulties, which is bizarre.
Okay, let's put on Hurt Me Plenty, which is like normal.
Yeah.
Then they'll give you the second episode to start.
So you can't play the third one on Hurt Me Plenty.
No, not on normal. So if you do ultraviolence, then you can play Inferno. So in the computer version, yeah, that's crazy because computer version didn't care. You could just play whatever episode you want. And Nightmare, obviously.
So you can't practice Inferno like
not in the lower level.
It's just like, you know, balls
you're
to
SOL.
the wall. Yeah.
Wonder if there's another design reason for that too.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm all about just giving people choices.
Either way, this can't be worse than the 3DO, right? That's what I'm thinking right now. So
we'll find out.
Let's start comparing.
All right.
All right. I guess I'll start us off.
Number one, I think the controller's already better because it has the bumpers and you can strafe left or right with those.
I like that it's got more buttons. The 3DO had bumpers, but
it has more. It's kind of like a keyboard because it has more buttons.
Definitely.
You know,
I'm just getting familiar with the buttons here. All right. Now, first off, I can already see it's more accurate.
They actually added the beams on the left and the right
pillars.
side because those, they're gone. From even the PlayStation version, which we'll play later, but yeah, even that version, on all the ones we played already, 32X, 3DO, a Jaguar, we'll find out.
So far it's already more PC accurate.
Yeah, is that switch on the one side of it?
I think that's the other one. I just want to grab some armor because I don't want to get.
That's actually from version 1.9.
And I want to say, I even think the frame rate's better in the 3DO right now. But a thing that I'm having a problem with right now is when you strafe, you can't move.
Switch is gone. Okay.
You can't like loop around. You know how I'd like hold left,
like run in a circle.
Yeah, can't run in a circle. It's just
like on a radius.
Yeah, you got to let go for your strafing. So that's kind of awkward.
Which is kind of not cool.
Yeah, because I believe on the 3DO I could do that still. So let's see here. Yeah, it got stuck on a wall just walking.
Still has the gore, and the blood and stuff.
Trying to stay consistent here. I'm just shooting at blobs.
It's really pixelated, like
that's some serious blobbage.
Yeah, like squares and
wow.
There's one there. I think there's one over
here.
Yeah. Oof. There you go.
Yeah, and even like these up here seem more accurate. I don't remember like the graphics being the same.
And the stuff, like the computer stuff. That's totally.
That wasn't in the other ports.
Not in the other ones. Yeah.
So go figure. A console with less power is actually staying more true to the original than the console that probably could have.
And the music is actually really good, in my opinion.
And way more accurate.
Yeah.
It's not that twanging Sega Genesis music or.
I think we actually may have found.
We're getting there. I don't know if this is gold. I wouldn't go that far yet. We haven't even beat the first level.
Because
I'm really trying to see what I'm shooting at.
PlayStation would be my second vote, but that doesn't have a lot of the graphics.
Yeah,
so there's a give and take.
Yeah, there's got to be an ideal out there.
PlayStation has awesome controls though, and that's why I'd probably play PlayStation
this
over the other ones.
This is usually a different color to see the secret. That's all the same color, so that's actually harder to find that secret.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of easy on the computer. It's kind of obvious.
See what I'm shooting. Here we go. So far, my main complaint is it's just hard to see the guys because they're so pixelated. If they weren't so pixelated and so dark, like in that shadow.
So graphically, this isn't the best, but it's the most accurate
so far
to the computer version.
So far, we'll have to see through the episode. No transparent wall. They're keeping that consistency right there, so you just see that's open.
They couldn't figure that out.
Yeah.
Which is like all the others.
Or it couldn't have handled it, possibly. So that's the hard part, being able to tell, oops, hit the wrong button. let's change that button again.
Yeah, so far it's the most accurate, but I think there's no fences.
You know what's a cool thing, though? You can pause it, and here's a nice advantage. Actually change the weapon while it's paused, because
awesome.
it only rotates in one direction.
Right.
So now that I can put on what I need, I can go straight to it at least. But I am struggling, I gotta say, and I think it's probably just playing this on a Super Nintendo controller just feels a little awkward to me for some reason.
And see how they took out the fences?
Oh yeah, no
gates.
Grates, no fences.
Yeah, the grating.
And I have yet to hold down the run button just because I'm still getting used to just walking in this game. Alright. Now going from here, let's try it all the way down here. I'm going to run this time. There we go. I'm going to try to trigger that secret, see if I can get there. But no, it looks like they definitely kept all the wall graphics. And it makes me wonder, did they just rush the ports of the other ones? Or because obviously if this could do the wall graphics, why couldn't the other one?
Ooh, watch what's on.
Yeah,
Sergeant.
Yep, guy behind me. Yeah, I'm getting... Where am I? I'm like, feel lost in this.
Well,
there we go.
I can understand a lot of them, but I can't understand the PlayStation why they left the stuff out.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe they were just trying to get it done faster, or maybe they just took another port from like... It's like the 32X and the PlayStation. It's like the 32X is like the prototype, and the PlayStation's the finished version of it.
They took the source code of it.
Yeah, they took like the same thing. They're like, oh, let's not reinvent the wheel. Let's just take this port and make it better.
I'd put money on that because all the details are the same.
Yeah.
This is different, though.
This one, it's like, hey, let's take the source code of the original and try to port it, it looks like.
I kind of want to know the story because I know id Software did port Wolfenstein in a matter of weeks to the Super Nintendo, and I don't know what the deal is with Doom, though. I think Midway did it.
Yeah, and Midway usually does pretty good ports, for the most part, that I've had experiences with.
Maybe, like, Mortal Kombat, of course.
I have noticed that the guys seem to attack faster than normal, or maybe I'm just slow reacting in this one, but... Yeah, you'll see what I mean. I got level 1 under my belt. Good luck. We'll see how long we last in this one.
Yeah.
But the music is spot on, though. It's really good.
This part looks pretty nice.
And then they got the map screen. That's a whole nother advantage. They didn't have that in the other ones.
Yeah, it's a good point, though. They didn't... It's not that...
Yeah, it's kind of tough. When you're getting hit, you're like, where am I getting hit at?
That's another thing, yeah.
I'm really struggling to see maybe a guy to the right. Somewhere over there.
It's like a brightness issue.
It's definitely super dark, it seems, and like I said, being dark and super pixelated is just not helping. The hit detection's there, though. You did that one above pretty well.
It's funny that it's actually a door.
Yeah.
The elevator. That's bizarre.
That is funny. It's not the normal graphic for elevator.
Yeah.
That's right. Good observation.
Weird.
And another thing I noticed is like the floors are just kind of like, they're not textures, they're like flat colors.
Yeah, on the computer it looks like really good.
But I will still, commend the Super Nintendo. It's still staying accurate with the colors, like the blue floor. Remember, that wasn't in the other ports.
No, it wasn't. No,
So,
they totally took out the nice blue carpeting.
We need blue carpeting in Doom.
yeah.
It just splashes with the blood well. Watch behind you, I think he's getting nailed.
Fits the space station really nice. Ooh,
All right, you better get some health soon.
So this is more like the computer version. In the other versions, it's like...
Another way big difference, because they went into a whole different room and stuff. Hopefully if you can go up that elevator, they got some health packs for you.
It is totally hard to see, though.
Yeah, I hear guys, but I just don't see them.
Those things, Doom 64 is really dark, too.
And that's on a Nintendo console also. What's with Nintendo and Doom being too dark to see anything?
Yeah.
Is there a brightness setting in the actual game?
That's exactly what I was thinking, dude.
Nope.
Looks
Music
like
and sounds.
no.
A whole lot of no.
You gotta have like an eagle eye.
Apparently you really gotta sharpen your senses, or just play Doom blindfolded.
I thought there was one. Where was that secret? Maybe it's on this side.
Yeah. Oh, there's your friend. That's kind of weird. Shouldn't there have been 2 big meta packs where you're at? And that should have been 40 health or something?
Maybe they
got
take
20.
that with the harder it gets or something.
Oh, that's right. We're on ultraviolence,
Maybe
so it
that's
might be
different.
Lower amount. Another thing that's kind of weird is they put zeros before it, your health is 045.
Yeah, that is weird.
I mean, that's just kind of weird to me, but
Yeah.
everything else is still extremely accurate considering what kind of hardware you're on. I mean, no matter what, I still have to commend that they are running Doom on this console.
And you actually move pretty fast just on default.
Yeah, not too bad. The trick is going to be staying alive.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Be careful, because it's a lot of blind shooting, man. And there's a lot of shotgun guys out there. And who knows how accurate. But at least it's brighter out here.
Hey.
We'll take all... Now this is... We can work with this.
Yeah.
There you go. Shoot at those black...
I see some pixels there.
Looks like salt grains out there. There you go. Pepper grains, I meant. There you go. Shoot at the pepper.
Ooh, look at that guy.
Now the real question is, you're a kid, you don't have a computer that can run Doom, but you have a Super Nintendo. Would this have been an ideal solution back then?
It's almost like you don't know, like...
If you didn't know better or never played Doom on anything else,
yeah,
they'd be like, this might not be so bad.
it's like having Atari 2600 and, PlayStation 4's out,
Yep.
and you're in some country that just never got it.
You're like,
You
hey,
just don't know.
I'll take what version I can get. There's another blob out there.
So I guess you just appreciate it for what it is, but your mind will be severely blown when you realize how awesome this game could be
on the proper hardware.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what makes these fun, though, because it's kind of like laugh. It's just fun.
I still gotta say, the frame rate is not that bad compared to the 3DO.
Yeah, you can move fast. It's definitely cool in that way.
I will say the 32X was definitely smoother and definitely not as hard to see the guys.
Yeah, this chain gun's nice. Gives you some good firepower here.
I always wondered why the Doom guy was so swinging with the gun when he walks with it.
Yeah, that's kind of the joke.
That's the whole hilarious thing about it. But no, the music, the graphics, it's just awesome. Now, it was kind of funny because I had the 32X version, and then I went to a friend's house that had the Super Nintendo one. I'm over there, and I'm like, how can you play this? I thought it was gold, but then I was looking, I'm like, man, you got way more levels than me, though. So I felt robbed.
It's like give and take, right?
Yeah, it's like, man, do you want it to be smoother with less levels, or do you want more levels and less smooth? Man, it gets really dark, though.
Should be like an imp in this room, right?
Yeah. Whew.
Controls are nice, though, I must say.
Yeah, the controls are probably the best. The only real problem or complaint I got is when you strafe, you can't do a full circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
And I wonder why that is. Is that the limitation of the system, or was that an oversight on how they did it?
Yeah, I mean.
Because I've played, you've played Zero Tolerance on Sega Genesis, right?
Yeah, I
did
love that game.
Did that one support strafing in a circle? Because the Genesis basically had their own 3D shooter. Zero Tolerance is pretty cool. I like the plot, and you could pick the characters and stuff.
It was pretty gory, too, when I was a kid. It
was crazy.
Because the blood would, smear down the wall. And
but the screen
as a kid,
was
that
so
was, a big deal.
small. The screen was, half of even this. They, totally shrunk it and put, a big menu on the bottom.
The game got really hard later on.
Oh, it gets nuts.
Yeah. I never actually beat it. I got close, man.
I did beat it. I remember it's a humongous, bug robot.
Really?
Yeah. If I remember correctly. Looked like a humongous... it looks like Firefly from Batman. Ever see him in the comics? Kind of looked like him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, looks like him, really.
We should, maybe one day. I'd never beaten it, so it would be great.
We'll have to put Zero Tolerance definitely on the list and see. It'll be kind of interesting after we've experienced all these Doom ports to see how that one feels compared to it, too.
Yeah.
That was Sega Genesis only fair fight against Super Nintendo. The 32X isn't a fair fight because that's an add-on.
And that's a really affordable game. It's still, you can get it boxed for $10 or $15, free shipping.
Yeah, right? I don't know how well it's aged, though, nowadays. It'd be kind of rough. It's a hard call.
I mean, that's another whole thing.
Now, do you shoot the wall here to activate it?
Apparently so. Let's check it out. Oh, wow. I guess maybe you click it.
You open it.
So that's different.
Yeah.
They're all a little different.
They're all a little bit different. Wasn't it in the other ones we were playing? It was already open?
Yeah.
Weird.
Exactly. I think there's a secret here.
No, it's the next one.
I always do that. Yeah, it's the next one.
That one, I think.
It's such a pointless secret, though.
There you go. Hey, I need that extra armor. There we go. Now we're in business.
I should have had a shotgun shell box in there or something. Come on.
Something for ammo.
Yeah.
Now let's see how this looks up here.
Alright.
Yeah, you definitely got the pillars and everything. And then they got it seems like an extra column there. Wasn't it like all open? And the other ports that we were doing, remember, it didn't like have extra columns?
Yeah, then there's the ceiling's different, I think, in one of them.
Yeah. Or maybe some of them were missing the ceiling.
The guy's dead already. That's weird.
Oh.
Weird.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta say, so far it's not too bad of an experience, as bad as I thought it would be. The only thing that I'm having problems with is really concentrate on the screen to look for the guys, because I'm really getting worried I can't see him and he's going to be hitting me.
That's the problem.
That's the biggest struggle so far with this one.
You almost have to turn like the TV up to which
maximum,
because it's at a perfect.
And plus, being in this blinking room definitely doesn't help to your left. There you go. Wow.
It's like the eye exam, like how good can you see?
Yeah, I think my folly for this one's going to be I can feel my eyes already straining to just keep on tact with this one.
Yeah, this one will.
But being a kid back in the day with the TV right in front of my face,
it
probably didn't faze me as much back then.
It's almost like the conditioning too, you know. But
now I have noticed that they're not as. I still have to say the 32X is the most difficult because those guys are aggressive as hell. These guys are not like shooting at you mad hell, and they don't have that ability to turn or anything. They're like they're straight on too. Oof,
that was bad. Ooh, some health over here.
And another thing that I remember reading about this one that's hilarious is this one actually has like the Cyber Demon and the Spider Mastermind.
So it's got both of them.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And the other versions, I don't think have either of them, if I remember correctly.
I'm not really sure. I don't think we got that far either. I think one of them just has like the Barons, right?
Yeah, 32X definitely doesn't have them. I can't remember if like the PlayStation one and that one. We'll see how far we get with that. If those support those big bosses or not.
Yeah, can't remember. It's been so long.
Nice.
PlayStation 1, I had a lot of fun though playing, I must say.
Yeah, it's like a whole different flavor of it just because of the graphic style that they went with. They did have an addition, I remember it being like color lighting. That was pretty cool. Like it'd be like in a red room or a green room with lighting.
Which is where the Club Doom
they really took advantage of that with
came from, yeah. Alright, so let's go back and take these guys out up here.
Slow it down.
Try to dodge these fireballs. I think there's some health down here in a shotgun.
I'll take all the health we can get. This one I've noticed I'm definitely struggling more to stay alive in.
Yeah, so Ultraviolence really is like pretty damn tough. Because every hit like really takes its toll. That's a lot of.
Well, at least you got that going for you. You might be coming back up when you go down there, though.
Damn it! I was trying to only get one of them, but slipped. Oh well. All right. They can't see me yet. I know they're out there. Okay.
Yeah, nothing else there.
There's one back here.
It's funny because we're playing from what we know of the game or remember.
Yeah, you have to like.
We're playing off of memory. Imagine if you're just playing this for the first time, how difficult this would be.
You have to like foresight. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a guy over here.
I think the guys down low could be
up, down, up top.
Yeah.
Let's find out. That's got a door. That's different. Instead of just a wall.
Yeah.
Try not to get that just yet. Give me some life insurance there.
Anything else down here? Or did you get them all?
I swore there was. I guess he just triggered it.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a stim pack.
Let's see if this looks like a door again. So that's an actual elevator.
No.
All right.
Yeah, so if they actually have that graphic, why didn't they use it in that one spot? They like forgot about it?
It's bizarre, dude.
They could have just forgot about it.
I think, yeah, mistake.
They're like, whoops. We gotta hurry this port out because Doom ports are classically known to be rushed.
I put my money on that. Yeah, just a simple little error.
Or one little oversight. It's like editing a book, and there's your typo.
Yeah.
I'll take that one typo over some of the things I've seen in games that have been completely missed now.
Could
That looks
be
kind of
worse.
weird.
It's like cut off or something.
Oh, maybe it's just the angle you're looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta look at it like perfect straight
it's
on.
okay. But
Then it looks okay
I
there.
thought the same thing, though. I was like, alright.
You didn't stretch that graphic right.
Now, last time I hurt myself with a barrel in here. Let's try not to
Oh, yeah, that's right.
do that.
Be careful with this one.
This one, like, to the little right. Yeah.
Yep. That is crazy. They actually incorporated the elevator and that switch right there.
The other games
And
did
the other
not
ones
have
don't
that.
even have that. It's just a switch.
Right.
It's like, it's literally, they must have just took that source code and said, nah, we're using this. To heck with trying to make it like the computer.
So it's like maybe this wasn't as rushed, or I don't know.
Well, this one definitely had more time, I think, than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because this one, I
I'm
think,
thinking
was
the same.
really... Oh, you're supposed to give it to me when
Oh,
all
I
the
forgot
guys are
about
taken
that,
care of.
damn it.
The surprise.
Sorry about that.
And you still miss somebody.
One of them zombie men.
But you got all
walking
the
in
secrets.
in the maze.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He's probably hanging out
Guarantee it.
there. Well, I won't blame you with how hard that is to see anything in there. Oh, man. Well, this is going to be interesting.
Forgot about that.
I can't see anybody out there. I'm just hoping somebody comes my way.
I think we see our first demon, and Spectre, and all that. Let's see if they got Spectres.
Wow, if they got Spectres, that's going to be pretty braggable, considering I haven't seen that on a console yet. Well, a retro console, I should say.
I think they were in one of them. I can't remember what it was.
Now, I remember the PlayStation had, like, Spectres, but they weren't true Spectres. They were, like, kind of, like, transparent. They weren't, like, you know, how they're, like, clear.
Yeah, the ones in Brutal Doom are absolutely invisible, and
Oh, yeah.
except for their eyes and when they're attacking. That's awesome, though.
No, that's a cool add-on to make it a little bit more challenging and interesting.
Absolutely.
There we go. Yeah, no, that's right. I got 25 health for that one. I was going to say, man, the health packs don't seem right, but no, my health was just that low.
Yeah, you got a nice one there waiting.
Yeah, I don't need that one full yet. Nope. Don't want to waste here.
No, you never know. Ooh, the barrel's gone.
And I keep hitting the wrong button, but I'm
That
going to
was
pause.
like the most satisfying barrel of all time.
I know,
They
and I
took
keep
it out.
on... yeah, why isn't that there?
That
That's another
sucks.
weird one.
That was always a free, like, jib.
Was it?
Yeah, you could blow up those two guys as always
Yeah.
free treats.
Ugh, that just seems delayed. Okay, I'm holding it in. Let's shoot today. Okay, this ain't working out too well. You know what? Wow. Okay, well, let's
It's tough.
try to stay alive.
Ultraviolence is no joke in this one.
Not at all. And you know what I'm noticing? We gotta stick with the Gatling gun. This shotgun just seems way delayed. Like, when I'm hitting the button, it just doesn't seem to be happening.
Last level was nice with the, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to keep it on this switch. I don't mind the chain gun, but I normally just use the shotgun all the time because I like, you know, kind of picking them off. But,
Shotgun's a standard, like, workhorse.
Yeah,
You
and,
know, of Doom.
and it just seems kind of broke to me. Maybe it's just my skill level with this game, but shotgun just does not seem to work too well.
Well, every hit really takes a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I see, kind of.
Okay, well, luckily we're still in the lower levels. Try to survive.
So you played this on the second or third difficulty, it wouldn't be...
Yeah, hopefully as painful. Oh, okay. Stop hitting the wrong button. There we go. Why is it?
See,
That was
It's
rotating.
cool that they start you with... what
Well,
you had,
at
though.
least they start you with what you got. That's another bonus.
Yeah.
I'll let you try the level. I've already died.
Alright.
Man. Yes. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but it just seems like really delayed to me when I'm hitting the buttons. And I keep mixing up the shoot button with the switch and the gun, obviously. That's what messed me up.
So there's like this dude way over there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty crazy.
I will say I really like how it's a good thing, but it's not accurate to the PC. If you died in the PC, you'd have just 50 shots in a pistol. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this one's like, no, we'll give you everything the way you started the level, which is really cool.
That kind of surprised me when I saw that.
I don't blame them doing that because they got to give you some type of compromise because so many other things in here are kind of making the game more difficult than it should be, or difficult for the wrong reasons.
The wrong reason.
Yeah. I don't mind difficult games in the least if it's for the right reasons.
Yeah, 'cause someone's picking me off and like I have no clue.
Yeah. But it seems like this one's more of your jam. This one winning your vote.
Well, as I said, graphically, no. because you can't see stuff and like the lighting. Someone picks you off and they're just like a square in the distance.
And they seem pretty accurate.
Musically, it's awesome. Graphically, they have a lot of textures that the other games didn't have. So that's where I give it merit.
But no barrel here is definitely a strike.
I do have this game complete boxed. Like,
oh yeah,
I must say, I just had to get it because
it's Doom.
It's Doom.
There's no reason not to.
You were right though. There's like 32X ones right now online that are like really cheap and they're sealed.
Yeah, you can get a sealed 32X one, and actually after we did that one, my original one's kind of beat up, and at the time they had a promo, so I bought mine used because I couldn't afford new ones because I did my trade-in at Funko Land. So the one that I got, it came with the box, which I was happy about, but they cut the UPC out because they like had
the offer.
Yeah, they had an offer.
Capcom had that with NES. Does like a few that I have, like Strider. And
they just cut the UPC right out.
Yeah, it's like because there's a sweepstakes where you'd save like a percentage off.
So actually, since that is my first Doom experience, I really should probably pick that up while it's still cheap sealed, unless everybody's running out buying it now. I doubt this is going to stir up that much of a craze for 32X Doom, but as a conversation piece, it's great. I wouldn't recommend playing it that often. Maybe once if you want to torture somebody.
It's pretty much what it is. Like, if there's a better alternative, just play.
You know, it's kind of funny. I actually feel I could control better in the 32X one, but the villains were the bad guys were way harder to fight because they were so on you.
They only faced forward.
Well, they only face forward in this one, but they seem to be less, we'll say, intense. Not as bad as the 3DO where they're shooting at the wall for 10 minutes before they shoot at you.
Do they only face forward?
Yeah, in this one.
I don't really even...
Yeah, they're only facing forward, so he's only walking towards you.
Okay.
You're not going to see all those
That's
angles.
another detail.
There's a demon for you. You know what? Where was the demon in the beginning?
It wasn't there. That's our first demon.
Yeah, that's weird that that's the first demon.
So the enemies are modeled kind of like 32X. They only face forward, but they're not as brutal.
Yeah, they're not like out to get you as
relentless.
much.
Yeah, like their attack.
Like the shotgun guy seems like he was shooting like a rapid fire gun, not a shotgun.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're getting from both angles here.
Alright. Take him out. Hey, where'd you go?
And that's... Man, the Straff is throwing me off too a lot. It's funny, he's just like strafing at you, always facing you. Bad. So far, I'd have to say the chain gun is the go-to gun. It kind of replaces the shotgun in this version. It looks like you might be using the shotgun before you know it.
Oh yeah,
You're running low on that ammo. And try to see how that secret pans out. Nice. Need all that health boost.
See how dark it gets in here.
Oh yeah, how much darker can you make this? Hey, it's Doom 64 dark.
One of them, I couldn't even find my way out of the room. I had to go on the map. It was super dark.
I actually think that was 32X one for some reason. This one ain't that bad, surprisingly. It's like the reflection of the bullets or whatever, but it's still not that bad. Yeah, one of them, you go to the map and you gotta see. You know what? Is there a map on this one? Select or something? Yep, you got your map. Cool. Now can you move?
Oh, here we go.
You can zoom in and out of the map?
Yeah. So these Y and X.
That's cool. Because I remember in one of the versions that we played, I think it was 32X, you could put on map mode, but you couldn't move around. You had to physically move in the map. You know, remember in like computer, you could say, take it off you and then actually look at the map.
Follow mode?
Yeah, follow mode.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. Exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. There you go.
And both were great, because at certain times you wanted them.
Yeah, you want one or the other usually when you're trying to figure out, especially the levels that they had. It was just awesome for the first time.
And I think if you play on PC with like Xandronum or Z-Doom, like they actually, you can see on the map what the colors of the doors are. I don't know if it's like that in here, but
yeah, we're gonna
on PC it is. So that's cool for like scouting out stuff.
Well, this one's striving to be like the PC. You never know.
There we go.
All right.
Definitely got
rocket fun.
Click off of this. What was it? I don't want to fire it accidentally.
Hit start. and then switch your guns there. I think that's the fail
like
safe.
Awesome. Yeah,
it's
you
a nice
can't go
advantage.
wrong with that though.
Yeah. I think that'd be my habit if I was here to like genuinely try to beat this game. I just make that habit. I ain't switching my gun.
It's funny, like, it doesn't tell you the ammo you have for that particular gun
until you go to
switch. But whatever.
And there is that delay from the switching. It's got to wait for it to lift up. So if you were like right in front of a monster, you were still probably going to get a hit in there.
I was gonna say, where's the muck? I thought there was okay. So there's still.
There you go. You got the armor.
Yeah. Get the treats. I should have gotten this secret almost before this whole sphere, but it doesn't really matter.
There you go. I don't know what it is. I mean, this one actually doesn't look too bad or anything, but it's still something feels like it's hurting my eyes, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Something's definitely hurting my eyes playing this one.
Yeah, the first time I played this game all the way through when I was a kid at my buddy's house. I don't think it was on Ultraviolence. I think I just played the first.
Probably hurt me plenty.
First and second episodes, I think.
Probably the way that it first starts you right in because you don't even get an option. The game just fires up.
Yeah, I doubt I sat down there for like 4 hours. But I was down there for maybe like an hour or two.
Yeah.
And my eyes were bugging out of my head for sure. Get the Excedrin ready, man.
There you go.
Get the Tylenol floors in the house. That should be alright though. I don't get headaches. I know a lot of people do. Apparently I get the motion sickness though.
Only from certain games.
I was laughing my ass off when I saw that in the video. It was amazing.
Well, hopefully we won't repeat that. But we are ready if we do.
Yeah, right.
We are ready.
It'll be alright, I think.
Now this one it's going to be more like you're going to be rubbing your eyes.
It's different. Yeah, it has its own different kind of pain.
Oof, look at that. It's just...
Oh, wow. That's a good example of, like...
Pixelated.
Just what is it?
Stew.
What's going on? Yeah.
That's all that is. What's in this stew? I can barely see it. It's a fireball until it's, like, in your face.
It's still getting me, too.
Yeah, I think it was like the explosion of fireball there. I think you can. And this, look at how nice and accurate this is. It's actually got the hole in the middle.
Yep.
It wasn't even in the other ones.
The other ones did.
Man.
Let's see if the aiming's good.
Okay. Nice. I see how rocket looks in this one.
Let's see if we can get him out here. Come on.
You might have to go all the way around to see him. Who knows what he's stuck up on.
That's weird. He's like hiding back there. See, I don't know if there's a switch down there. There should be, but I'm not even...
Don't want to risk it.
I don't even know where he went. He must have taken the elevator. Oh, there he is. I'm not going to worry about him now. Alright, so I think there's someone over here, right?
Yep, there he is.
And then there's
just kind of waiting for you to peg him off.
It's like a demon here.
There was a barrel there, though. Why are they lacking so many barrels?
They definitely took the barrel away.
There's a lot of barrels missing in this game.
These guys are hard. Like in the PC version, I could have sat there and I wouldn't have gotten hit. But they were just like
they're just hammering away.
It's like the second hardest to like 32X, I think.
Well, 32X is definitely the hardest.
Yeah.
I'm arguing with that. I don't think anything's going to beat that.
There's no contender. Yeah.
I almost want to say 32X is harder than the computer. It's just hard.
Oh, hell yeah.
That game is ridiculous.
Yeah, but in the wrong way.
Yeah, in the wrong way. It's just like unfair. Oh, there's the lights out for you.
Yeah, good times now.
Now, is that another one? I can't remember in the other versions. Did the lights go out?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was consistent at least. It kept that going.
Yeah, there's some treats in here.
They really did a good job with like the lighting and then the tricks and that. I don't know why they lacked the barrels though. Maybe because they could only put so many sprites in a position. They're like, well, we want more monsters, so we'll just say less barrels.
Maybe because I know John Carmack, the way he programmed the computer, any sprite that's not in your view is gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that was one of his many like genius revelations.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's funny, like there's so many simple things,
and then just makes it run so fluently.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you're on a need-to-know basis, buddy. That's the best way to design anything.
And even if you play first-person shooters from that time,
yeah,
there's nothing like.
Oh no! See, there's a switch.
Cool.
So you can do the switch down there. I don't know if you want to be that adventurous, but yeah, it looks like you can do it.
I guess we'll mess around. I think there's a health thing. So
man, that went up way faster than the computer. It's like.
Sure, don't fall in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. Alright.
Yeah, I really need to look up to see how much later this one came out than the 32X one.
It's a good question, too.
Might as well throw some facts up there. Let's take a quick look.
As far as...
Okay, because...
They're actually, like, the most similar, I would think.
See some release dates here. Doom for 32X came out on November 21st, 1994. That's about right.
It feels like 32X. I know graphically it has more texture as SNES, but it feels like...
Oh, so this one came out in September 1st, 1995. So that's almost a year after the 32X version. So they had, I would assume, more time to do this one.
It makes sense to me, though, because it's still like 16-bit. I mean, 32X is running off of 16-bit, Sega Genesis, so...
Well, only part of the screen, just the menu screens, all the Genesis is doing on that. The 32X is doing all the...
Is it really 32 bits, or like, what's the deal with that?
I believe, it's like... I don't know if it counts as 32 and then the 16, so it's like
how
48.
Yeah, like it's weird, ain't it?
I want to say the unit by itself is 32. It's got to be the way that it was pumping stuff out because I don't know. I'm just going off of when I was playing around and you unhook the wire that goes between it. It'll show what the 32X does and it shows what Sega Genesis does. Like for Primal Rage. If you play that.
Was classic. Will you eat the guys?
Yeah, for like health and stuff. You can knock them around.
Yeah, that's fun.
But in Primal Rage, if you unplugged it, the Sega Genesis was doing like the background and like the health bars, and then the two sprites were missing. You plug in 32X and the sprites are there.
It'd be a cool thing.
So it's kind of interesting to see which is doing what part.
Yeah, I'm surprised someone hasn't done that yet, like a GameSack episode.
Yeah, they're like, hey, what does this actually add to it?
Joe always loved his hardware and his Sega. So.
Yeah, he did a 32X episode, I believe, and pretty much covered the entire library, or the majority of it.
Oh yeah, you can always expect good shit from that. See, there's a secret that's right here. We'll get that later.
Yeah, when you're not getting attacked.
84 health. It's pretty tough. It's tough down here in the trenches.
Well, you're definitely in the zone better than I am, because I already died.
At this point, I wonder where the hell this is coming from. Alright.
Nice.
It's funny.
But really, everything that they possibly could do, I think they did in this game. I mean, they couldn't make it any sharper because of the limitations, but they did, I'd say, paid close attention to a lot of details to make it as accurate as possible.
And it could be a lot worse.
Oh, yeah. We've played it already. Yeah. We've played it already.
So that's the thing.
We know how much worse it can be. Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if anyone's up here. I think there's an imp or something in here. Maybe.
Might be.
Sometimes. No. It's thinking another
Not
level.
this run.
Different level. Alright, so I'm gonna go get that secret so you can leave this level nice and healthy. Hear that?
Yeah, it sounded like something open. Yeah. From walking around. Yeah.
I wonder if it's the secret up here. You have to trigger it a different way.
Maybe. No, it's just... Remember when you passed it before in the other port, you're like, hey, is that a ghost door?
Yeah.
It's always something funny with this door.
Yeah,
maybe it does trigger somewhere else.
You're exactly right.
I don't know. Yeah. So it happened again, even in this version. This is a completely different port.
Yeah, so I was like, did I see that?
No, that's funny how that happened again. You said that, I think, in both of the other versions,
like deja vu, right?
You're like, whoa, playing a lot of Doom here. Unfortunately, none of the good Doom yet. We're getting there.
Yeah, we're making our way. Let's see who's camping out here, huh?
No grates. Oh, looks like you can fall off the edge.
For real?
Can you fall off the edge?
What's with the red keycard thing, too?
I have no clue.
Isn't that weird?
That is really weird.
I saw, like, a WAD that did that, too. It, like, used keycards as different things, and I'm like, that's so confusing.
Can you walk through that, or...?
Should we try?
What else we got to lose, right?
Alright.
Is it letting you?
It's actually not passable.
It makes me wonder if we got a red key card, can we open that? And then like go down, you just fall down there?
And yet there isn't one in this level, so it's like a forever.
Oh, there is.
mystery,
That's right. There isn't a red key card.
I don't believe so.
Oh man, it's like
Unless this version has some.
I don't know of any of the codes, but I mean, if you did like an all key code, try to open that sucker.
I always thought that's so confusing to do that though.
Yeah, why the heck did they do that?
Because it's like that's supposed to be. You know,
and why did they do it that way? That's like they couldn't just do a half wall around or something.
And there's no one out here, which is weird.
And you can't walk through it, so that's definitely different.
All right, well,
at least we. This is probably the most hokiest secret in all the Doom ports so far. This one's had so many different weird things between that door, between the way that room's set up. It's kind of interesting that that's all been consistent amongst them all so far.
And I'm assuming we're gonna bypass the military base.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the military base.
No one is.
I don't even think John Romero likes the military base.
No, he doesn't.
I think I remember watching him play it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not a fan of this level."
Big bullet sponge level.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's the secret. I say you keep playing until you die. I already died. My turn's over as far as I'm concerned. You actually are doing good, Kyle. I'm laying this one on you.
I haven't.
So until your eyes give up, it's up to you now, because I'm actually really squinting now to keep this thing flowing. I don't know why that's killing my eyes so bad, but it's a good time for me to relax and enjoy some SNES Doom.
Didn't you get a headache, like with another one though?
The 3DO started giving me a headache.
Yeah.
Go figure, 32X didn't give me a headache. 32X is the only one that didn't bother me at all. Maybe because I like raised myself to get used to it because I had it as a kid. But no, 3DO, I had a splitting headache. It was like near the end or right at the end. This one, I got a headache. I feel it coming on way early in this one. And I think it's because I'm squinting so hard to see where the monster is. Wow, that's way more accurate. Look. When you dive in that big hole in the middle.
Got the room.
Man, this is super accurate compared to, so far, the 32X and the 3DO.
Yeah, it's got the elevator. I just walked right into that.
Man, you know what? It's like, what other one did the same port as the Super Nintendo? But I guess it's really just a port of the PC, like it's supposed to be.
I've never seen this. This is the most accurate
so far, definitely.
In PlayStation,
Oh no, PlayStation, like you said, it's using a completely different port.
Yeah, I don't think so. We'll find out. Oh shit!
Wow. It seems to be firing fast enough.
Yeah, might as well start firing back, huh?
Yeah, you're just kind of like shooting at whatever.
Dark shadows.
Yeah.
And then down there is that sergeant guy. I don't really need the soul sphere yet, though. I think I'm gonna leave that.
No, you're good with health.
That was always the thing, we like go for that too early. You know, when you need it, it's gone.
I think you played this at your friend's house pretty long because you got this down cold, it seems like, compared to me.
It's like
I only played it for like one level at my friend's house. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go play at 32X, thanks.
It's like riding a bike, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I did not stomach this one too long.
Someone's hitting me.
But it's actually enjoyable for me to watch and actually compare, because then I'll pay attention to the detail while you're staying alive.
This is that elevator room.
You know, this just goes to show you it's not so much the limitations. It's kind of funny when you think back about the systems. It's like, oh, Sega Genesis is better than Super Nintendo and vice versa. And they just go off of certain games for their comparison. And when you look at things, it's like, listen, it's who programmed those games that really offset and show what that system can do. And it's kind of like they had a really good team here to actually genuinely try a PC port on a Super Nintendo, and this is what you get. But I mean, if they didn't care, then you'd get a port of the same junk we've been playing on here.
And it can be random, like whoever gets, you know, whoever decides to do it.
So as much as people like to play those hardware war games, like I've always been a Nintendo fanboy, but that's because I never really cared so much about the horsepower of the machine when it came out. I just cared about the exclusive titles that came with it.
And who could program a good game?
The creator of the hardware, which is Nintendo all-inclusive, I tell you.
I mean,
where's the graphic you usually see here?
It's the little splatter guy. Yeah, it's gone.
Somebody's pegging you.
Yeah,
all right, do we get
past that?
Did we get the swastika? I don't think Nintendo would let that one fly.
We're gonna find out. All too soon.
Because in the Wolfenstein one, you know how bent out of shape they got from changing stuff.
Whoa, it's not like falling, dude.
I think you got to go all the way around it.
Let's see what happens.
Or maybe not. Hey, they actually got barrels here.
There we go.
Triggering it. Let's try to stay alive and look at it.
Nice. Oh, not barrels. Damn barrels.
It's like
Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's like the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the chopped up version, so it's not the same.
Alright. There's flanking sergeants here. Let's try to get a one up on this guy here. Ooh, I wasn't gonna do that. You know what? Let's try the shotgun.
Good luck.
Two of them. That guy's gonna nail me from behind too. Alright. So I got this cleared out. Oh. Ooh, nice stim pack. Yep, again, those little grates are gone.
Yep. Anything to do with, like, you know, transparent things and stuff like that, it's probably more trying on the system, would be my guess. Or maybe they figure that's the most petty thing to cut out if you gotta cut things out. Just ignore that. It's not gonna... It's something that's not gonna impact the game significantly. It's more of a eye candy than it is a functionality thing. So, that's probably why they did what they did. It's my guess, at least.
Makes sense to me.
Nice and dark. That's the way we like it.
So we get rid of that barrel, like, altogether.
That's a good idea.
You know?
So you want me to blindfold you, or you just want to try to get through this?
Either way,
Either
I think
way,
it's
it's
the
about
same
the same
thing.
result.
Okay, shit. Barrels.
That's where the challenge is. Now here's the part where they could have left the barrels out.
Yeah, right, of course.
They're gonna make sure they're in here.
I love the irony. Just gonna fire down that way. I'm sure something's down there getting hit.
That's killer.
Alright. I never had a problem playing these levels though. It's like my childhood, at least on the PC, but still.
It's more of a tormented childhood now that I'm putting you through these
Tormented
ports.
childhood. Torture.
You're tormenting it. You had like positive PC memories, and we're twisting them with all these console ports.
Introducing the taint.
Yep. We're like, hey, see what bullet you dodged? I was one of those poor kids stuck with 32X. I can imagine what kid got stuck with this one.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think back then that computers were not as common.
Oh, man.
Especially computers at this power level that you needed.
A gig was like $1,200.
Oh, yeah, it was nuts.
Windows 95, it was top of the line.
Yeah.
And people say a gig, but everything was relative.
Gig
like,
hard drive space is what you're saying. You don't want people to get things.
Well, there's
mixing up
RAM,
with RAM
too.
Yeah, memory was like 16 meg or 32 meg was
It was
cooking.
between 16 and 32, yeah.
Megabytes for your memory. Hard drive was about... The gig was the biggest you could get. I think the most common was like 500 meg or 250 meg in space at that time.
That was
around those spaces.
That was about probably $400 or $500, $600.
Yeah, but no, a gig was insane.
The thing was, though, everything was relative, so Duke 3D was like 40 megabytes. That game.
I think Doom was like 20 or something, maybe.
Very small. And
yeah, Doom was like 17, maybe. It was around the 20 mark, maybe.
all of the WAD games, it's called Where's All the Data.
Yeah.
Like Heretic, Hexen, Strife is another one. Let's see which way are we going. I'm lost.
Yeah, you know what? Why did Hexen never get any good attention? Or Heretic, I meant. Because
I don't know. That was when John Romero decided to work with Raven.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Heretic series or
Damn.
that game. But Heretic's just on the PC and that's it. They never ported that to nothing. Why is it that they ported like Hexen and everything and they blew off Heretic?
Well, Hexen was on what, 64?
Hexen was on 64, Saturn, PlayStation. I think it was on all those bad boys. Why'd they skip Heretic?
I don't know.
Or maybe they should have at least beat Hexen, then it unlocks Heretic or something. I'm sure they could have handled it. But
I know Romero tried getting a deal with Raven for the longest time, and then finally, after Doom came out and everything, he was able to actually make those games with them. The thing with Raven, though, the art is astonishing.
Like, Heretic is a beautiful game. It's awesome.
That's why he wanted to work with them, because the fantasy art was very, like Dungeons and Dragons esque.
It's basically Dungeons and Dragons Doom.
And that's
that's
actually
the best way to call Heretic.
For the people who don't know, that's what Quake was actually a character that they created in Dungeons and Dragons. They had a huge hammer.
Oh, I gotcha.
And Quake was actually supposed to be a melee weapon game initially, but they decided to abandon that and just go with a Doom clone. Mm-hmm. And that's when Romero left, because he's like, we're not going anywhere anymore.
Yeah, he got frustrated and his creativity probably got strangled a bit.
Yeah, they decided we're just going to make a Doom upgrade with like different weapons.
Then call it Doom.
Well, kind of Doom weapons, actually. You have like...
Yeah, you had like the double barrel, the single barrel.
Rocket launcher.
Yeah, rocket launcher. I mean, nail gun is comparable to the chain gun. Yeah, that's your chain gun.
Exactly.
Lightning gun, that's kind of different, I guess.
Yeah.
Lightning gun.
That was a cool weapon, actually.
Yeah, it was. As long as you're accurate, it's cool. You could take stuff out quick.
Yeah, and I think you're going to have to play your favorite level on Super Nintendo.
Oh, boy, I knew Kyle was going to pull that.
Phobo Slab, here we come.
Oh, lucky me. Well, I'm going to enjoy the music on this. I'm pretty confident with that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just hoping to actually survive it. This...
Sit back and enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Okay, we got this here. Let's make sure I got my buttons right. There we go. I'm just never going to stop holding down the fire button. I should be all right now.
Oh, yeah, the base. It's really cool.
There's the barrel. There's some barrels for us. Yeah.
See if that door is actually a sci-fi looking door instead of the lion.
Yep.
Castle door.
That's right. 32X did a lot of those like medieval looking doors.
Well, again, it's more accurate.
Yeah, this thing is like spot on with the PC compared to the other ports.
It is, bro. It really is.
I'm really impressed with how well the Super Nintendo one transitioned. I guess the secret is have Midway do your ports, but you want to know what? Oh, it was Williams, right? It wasn't Midway that did the PlayStation.
Oh, you're right.
Right? Or did Midway do?
I think both of them
for the PlayStation
had something to do. Maybe I'm mixing them up.
Yeah, I might be mixing them up too.
Let's check it out.
We'll find out, because our goal is to go through all our Doom ports, because we can never get enough Doom.
I think it is Williams.
We're gonna be going through all these ports just to until we get our Doom 4 that's coming out.
Let's see what it says on here. It is Williams. No, it's Williams.
Oh, it is Williams. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so
it's verified.
Yep, that's verified. We see it right on the cartridge down there. So, yeah, they did the PlayStation and this one then.
Did they do? I can't remember.
I want to say they did the PlayStation one. I'd have to dig out the disc.
I got it at home though. That's a nice one too.
Yeah, no, it's
nice one to have. PlayStation games are starting to go up now.
Yeah, really. It's now time to start picking up your PS2 games. If not sooner, if you haven't already. And really, the golden time for PS3 and Xbox 360 games are now. Now.
It's the generation before the new generation.
Yep.
Is always like the dumping ground.
Yep. And if there's any games that you just wanted to play, hey, you're going to want to play them 10 years from now later. And unless you want to pay full price for something, that's how... Who is hitting me and where are they?
Yeah, because people come to that point where they want their youth again.
Yeah.
So they buy the games that they sold for the next.
I'm getting like sniped here.
I know, sniping is like relentless in this game.
Where was this guy?
That's the problem, Mike.
You can't see who was anywhere.
You kind of don't have like
like
your whereabouts.
I don't know how well I'm playing this. There we go. At least I got some.
You're kind of like feeling in the dark.
Yeah, that is exactly how it feels.
Oh yeah.
Good. Where he pegs me. There's a barrel. Took him out. They're starting to remember the barrels now.
Yeah.
The farther you get, the more barrels you're going to see now. Okay, now I'm getting pegged by what? These guys up there? Yeah, I'm just kind of shooting up there. Who knows what I'm hitting and what I'm not hitting.
I'm really hard to see.
Okay, now I'm just getting nailed. Alright, let's get away from there. And I don't know if there's another health thing anywhere soon. This is not looking promising for me. I didn't even grab that key yet
Health,
because...
I don't know. I think you got everything.
Okay, I'm still getting hit and dead. Well, I'm definitely done in that solution. Do you want to muscle it, Kyle, or you want to call this one quits?
Let's see what we start with here.
You should start the way you started. We know I am not beating Super Nintendo Doom ever. Not even my favorite level I can survive. This is going to be up to you, Kyle. All you.
All right, man. Let's see what we can pull out here.
It's kind of shameful. I can honestly say I'm terrible at a version of Doom. My favorite game, and I'm horrible at one of the versions.
Well,
I wonder how rough it'd be deathmatching in this.
we still need a death match.
Yeah. Super Nintendo deathmatch. I'll get my X-band and get the 2 satellites ready, get them connected somehow. Maybe mimic a server for them to connect to.
So much like work.
Yeah, exactly.
We're like...
We do all this to run some ancient program. I think that's the secret in this game. Just shoot whether you need to or not, because you don't know what's behind anything. Now, right here, I got hit pretty bad, because they're all just kind of like nailing you all at once.
It's pretty brutal out there.
I think one of my mistakes was not picking them off like you're doing. That's a good foresight way to handle it.
Yeah, that's why watching the level, someone else play it.
Yeah, then you're like, oh, that's where he screwed up.
Exactly. I mean, how can you know?
You
right?
got your 20/20 hindsight.
Yeah, it always is when you look back in there.
Now that was the guy that was like pegging me, I think, up in that corner. Yep, that's where he was getting me.
It's deja vu.
It's driving me nuts.
So there is a Medipack.
Yeah.
Up here. They'll save that for later.
Wow, I gotta say, after playing this, I got a whole new respect for anybody who actually like went through and beat this entire game on the Super Nintendo.
I know I at least beat like an episode or two, but I don't think I did the whole thing. But
I don't even think I beat an episode.
It's also like things when you're a kid, I don't know, everything's just awesome.
You got a higher tolerance for things too.
For real.
I think my age is really starting to catch up with me with these crappy ports. It ain't making you puke, it's making me feel like my eyeball's gonna pop out.
It's hilarious. I think we got them all. Alright, let's see if that's secret.
That should be active. It's got the right color. Yep. So go in there. There you go.
It's the right button there.
Can you chainsaw your way through? Yep. They're getting stuck. Pass your rocket launcher and...
I thought I saw a Medipack there.
Heavy armor. Combat armor.
Oh, cool. It's 50 health.
Yeah, you're good. They give you a bunch of... Those are health packs I should have went with, but I don't think I had enough damage to take to fall into the like green ooze. That would probably iced me.
Yeah.
Alright.
9 health, yeah. Alright, we got 33 rockets here.
I should have just...
Let's get dangerous.
Went rocket crazy. You
It's
show them Darkwing.
That's right. It's time to get dangerous. And that's not the way to do it.
Only dangers yourself if you hit the wall.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna kill yourself.
That's the thing that's probably gonna happen here.
Splash damage on the rockets are always crazy. Man,
Jeez.
that guy, he died from like the explosion next to him.
Yeah.
Wasn't even getting in. I wondered, you know what I haven't seen yet? Like the explosion of their guts. Can they explode?
Yeah, the jibs.
They don't
giblets.
Yeah, they don't jib. They just die
They don't,
regular.
yeah.
Because that is a guaranteed jib, wouldn't you say, with the rocket launcher?
And the only jibs in the game are like the pre-jibs that are on the floor, like as a graphic.
So they didn't let them like make that awesome noise.
Such a satisfying sound.
Yeah, it's like you did. See how much harder this is?
Hell yeah!
Level 5 is our
Tough
limit,
time.
man. It is our limit.
All
So,
right.
what's our synopsis, Kyle? What's just your favorite port so far?
Most accurate, gameplay-wise, no.
You gotta pick now. Your 3DO, Super Nintendo, or 32X?
Which one I would rather play?
Currently.
Ooh, it's tough.
You got a lot of different choices
3DO.
here. You're gonna stomach the 3DO?
Yeah.
I'm still picking 32X. I ain't picked anything better, but we got our reasons.
That one's so hard, though.
Yeah, I'll take the challenge as long as it's not killing my eyeballs. So.
All right.
I don't know. What do you guys think about the Super Nintendo version? Let us know, and we'll talk to you guys next time with another port. Who knows which it'll be? I'll find out soon, I'm sure. All right,
Adios.
Take it easy.